Hello everyone. Let's start our chapter Defense Officer Wahida. As you can see the photograph of Wahida, she is a naval officer. She is in Defense Forces and this is the true story of Wahida Prism. Let's start the chapter. Have you ever seen her photograph anywhere? She is Lieutenant Commander Wahida Prism, doctor in the Indian Navy. She is one of the few women who has worked on a naval ship. She is the first woman to lead a parade. This is considered to be a very big honor in the armed forces. We specially spoke to Wahida for this book. Let us read what we spoke. First of all, I want to tell you this chapter is related to a naval officer. She is Defense Forces. So, let's talk about Defense Forces. Defense Forces means those forces which protect our country. So, in our country, we have three defense forces. The Indian Navy, the Indian Army and the Indian Air Force. So, Wahida Prism is a doctor. She is Lieutenant Commander and she worked in Indian Navy. She is a naval officer, or we can say that she is a Navy doctor, and she is the first woman who has led a parade. Parade means on Republic Day there are parade of different kind of fields. So Wahida Prism is the first woman who has led a parade, and this is a very big honor for any officer to lead a parade in the Republic Day function. Now we have spoke to Wahida for this book. It means this chapter is kind of an interview. We are asking question to Wahida and she is giving answer. So first question is, Wahida, tell us something about your childhood and school. Wahida is giving answer. I come from a very small village called Thana Mandi. This is in Rajouri district of Jammu and Kashmir. I did my schooling from a government school. Most of the girls from the village studied in my school. However, few of them ever thought of what they would do after finishing the school. I always wanted to become someone special and move forward in life. I was very interested in higher studies and wanted to complete the 10th class. In my area, it was a new thing at that time. My mother and father had to face many problems because of this. We even had to move out of our village. We then went to live with my grandmother in Rajouri and I did my 12th class from there. Now, I'm going to explain you what Wahida said. She said that she came from a very small village. This village is in Rajouri district of Jammu and Kashmir and her village name is Thana Mandi. And there Wahida did schooling from a government school, and at that time most of the girls from the village studied in the school, but they did study till 10th class. Nobody moved from their place to higher study. But Wahida's parents, they have encouraged their children so much, and they had to face many problems because of this. Because Wahida wants to study more and she wants to complete her 12th class. So because of this, they had moved to her grandmother's place, which is in Rajouri. So from there Wahida did her 12th class. Now the second question that we have asked, so you always thought differently right from the beginning? Wahida said, even when I was very young, I wanted to do something different, and I always want to do some kind of different things. I'm very fond of riding a motorcycle. We are three sisters and my father wanted one of us to become a doctor, one of us to become a teacher. He wanted that the third daughter to become a lawyer or to join the police force. I have become a doctor in the Indian Navy and my sister is in Jammu Police Force. So Wahida has given her information, all information that she has two sisters and her father wanted that all three daughters work in a very special field. One of become doctor, one should join a police or become a lawyer or a teacher. So Wahida become a doctor in Navy. So now next question that we have asked, how did you become a doctor? Wahida said, I worked very hard. My friends and family helped me a lot and I got admission in Jammu Medical College. I studied there for 5 years and did my MBBS. MBBS is a degree of becoming a doctor. Now Wahida become a doctor. The next question that we have asked, how did you get into the defense forces? Didn't your family stop you? Wahida said, no. Oh no, they felt that a job in the forces would be the best thing for me because when I was very small, I would see army officers in our village and I wanted to be like them. This was really a very big dream for me. While in school, I attended camps, climbed mountains and was a girl guide. So after I became a doctor, I appeared for an interview to join the armed forces. So I got selected there and received a training for 6 months. Wahida said this is her big dream she always wanted to become a big officer, a defense officer or army officer. So she had opted this option. After becoming a doctor, she had appeared for an interview to join the armed forces and there she got selected and she became a doctor after training of 6 months. Now the next question that we have asked, why did you join the Indian Navy? Do you not have to live on the naval ship? And Wahida said, I'm very fond of traveling and I like to see different kind of places. I want far off places. I was born in hilly area, as we have told earlier that Wahida is from Jammu and Kashmir. So we can say that she was born in the hilly areas, mountain areas and she wanted to work far off places and she is very fond of traveling. Now Wahida said, I'm working in a sea and I really enjoy my job to work on a Navy ship. Very few lady officers have worked on a ship. I'm one of them. Earlier, women were not allowed to go on naval ship. When an opportunity was given, I went myself forward and gave my name. I even want to go in submarine, but women are not allowed nowadays to go to submarine. But whenever they will allow, I will certainly go. Okay, now Wahida told about her all experiences that she loved to do a job on a naval ship. That's why she has joined Indian Navy and she became a doctor there. The next question that we have asked, so what happened to your degree of MBBS? Wahida said, I'm a doctor. But in Indian Navy, a naval doctor doesn't just give medicine to patients. She is in fact a medical officer. The ship goes to the sea for 3-4 months at a time. There it is my responsibility to make sure that everybody on the ship stays fit and healthy. I carry out my medical checkups regularly of all the officers and the sailors. I also have to make sure that there should be no garbage and the rats on the ship because rats and garbage can spread diseases. I must keep everybody ready for any medical emergency on the ship. In case there is an accident on the ship, such as fire, everybody must be ready to deal with it. So Wahida is sharing her experience after becoming a doctor on a naval ship. She is mentioning that her job is not only to take care of the people, she has to take care of whole ship. She is used to make sure that there should be no garbage on the ship. She is giving regular medical checkups to all the officers, and so many things she has to face there. Now the next question, is there any hospital on the ship? Wahida said, there is a first aid facility given to every naval ship. Each ship has one doctor and 2 or 3 assistants. Necessary medicines and some equipments are also available there. All the things are kept in small room. Wahida is explaining that there is a first aid facility given on the naval ship, and along with one doctor there are 2-3 assistants, and some medical checkups and some equipments are also available. Necessary medicines are available, and all the things are kept in small room. Then we have asked next question. You are the first woman to lead a passing out parade. You must have worked very hard for this. Now, as we can see, Wahida is leading a parade. This is a photograph of that parade, and she is leading the parade, and for that she did lot of practice. And we are asking, what you have done? Have you worked hard for this? Wahida said, my seniors gave me the opportunity. After seeing my performance for 3 years, I felt so happy that they had chosen me and showed faith in me. So I practiced very sincerely. So we have asked, tell us something about that parade. Wahida said, in a parade, 4 platoons march behind the leaders. 4 platoons means 4 group of people. They march. They did marching behind the leader, and I am the leader of that parade. 36 commands have to be given during the entire parade. These must be given in a very loud voice so that it is heard till the rear. The voice should also reach the spectators. Spectator means the audience who are watching the parade, sitting on the other side of the ground. The next question we have asked, didn't you feel nervous leading 4 platoons? Wahida said, I was not nervous, but one has to shout 36 commands. If you forget even one, the entire parade can get spoiled. I practiced every morning and evening for a month, but I have been participating in the parade since school. Wahida is sharing her experience that she was not nervous, but she did practice a lot for the parade. The next question that we have asked, what is the meaning of the word prism in your name? Wahida said, my father gave this name to me. A prism is a kind of glass which reflects 7 colors, and my father wanted to me become a prism, wanted to be like a prism, and that is why he started calling me by this name from my childhood itself. So I am become Wahida Prism. Now few questions are given for you. You have to write the answers. And yes, do you know any woman who has done something unusual? Talk to her in the same way as we have talked to Lieutenant Commander Wahida Prism. Think of the question that you will ask. Find out why she has chosen that work. What were the difficulties she faced in her life? So our chapter is finished. We have talked about the great person Wahida Prism. She is the first lady who has led a parade, and she is a naval officer, lieutenant commander. She is a medical officer. She is a doctor in a defense force in Navy, and we are proud of her. Bye everyone.